All right, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody who's been watching and coming to this show on Parul M. And I'm so glad, as I promised you, I'm able to get such wonderful speakers, wonderful human beings, and my lovely friends on this show. Thanks to them. So today we have come with a very different topic, and trust me, I will admit that even I'm confused about it. So I thought nobody else than such a clarity guru I have, Dr. Sudhir Anand, who's a dear friend, who's a great mentor to me. He is a PhD, he's encyclopedia, and I have loads of words for him. But just first, let me welcome and join me to welcome Dr. Sudhir Anand on my channel Parul M. Thank you so much for accepting this to come over here.
It's always a pleasure, Parul. And who better than you to ask me this wonderful topic that we are going to discuss about? And maybe we'll be able to do some sense into this wonderful world around us.
Wow,
And on
awesome.
a wonderful Saturday morning, a lot of people keep asking me how I find this weather wonderful.
Mhm.
And I say that today it's a day that all our trees, all our nature can quench its thirst without waiting for a human to water it.
Wow.
So I'm saying this is a very good time for nature to find its way through and enjoy the rain that we quite stand every day under a shower and get that. So today the nature is getting its tool. So it's a
Right.
beautiful thing.
And thank you so much. I think you just set the context also for what I was about to talk to you. So today, my dear friends, our topic is spirituality versus reality. And why I chose writing verses here, a lot of time we can say spirituality is equal to reality. But yes, there are some different thought process on that. So today, Dr. Sudhir Anand is here to tell us a little bit about my confusions, and I'm sure through me your confusions too. So right, you said, Dr. Anand, that like you just now said that it's raining, and you're right that some of the people are right just cribbing about it, and sometimes some of us, like including me, I'm just loving seeing it outside. So it's the perspective of how you look at things in life, right? So please tell us what is spirituality, and how should we, I mean, what is it according to, if you have to define spirituality, what is spirituality?
So I would say that spirituality basically is looking inwards. A lot of times we look out for an external help.
Mhm.
I heard a friend of mine who said, I am going to this temple on Sunday
Mhm.
because I'm not able to sell something. So I'm going to go and ask God as to how I can help sell or help me sell and please help me sell. So that I told him is, if you have the law of attraction or the law of abundance of giving and taking freely,
Mm.
is all you need to do is put a thought process that this particular house needs to go to the right person, and they will buy it with all the effort that I put in, and I need to get that land which I'm so looking out for, and that house which is going to be the new house that is going to come on that land is going to have a happy loving family. So all that it takes is to think that I can give and I can take in abundance. And that's what spirituality is all about. It's about just looking at your powerful self
Mhm.
and saying, I can make it happen. So
Mhm.
there is nothing called as the outer world in spirituality. It's only as the inner world.
Wow. Beautiful. And let me admit something. Just now, Dr. Anand, when I was getting ready, I was just choosing some clothes, and I would have just worn anything I love wearing, right? But because I was coming to this topic of spirituality, somehow in my mind, and I'm admitting it here on my channel itself, that there is some conditioning out there. I thought, okay, why don't I wear something like orange? Because in my mind somewhere orange is associated to spirituality. And I've seen a lot of people having this myth that okay, the people who are spiritual will be in this attire, that color. So my question to you is, does that make sense, or spirituality comes from within, as you were saying? Please, if you can elaborate on that and help us to understand it better.
So quite like you came and changed your clothes to something to white, to saffron, to pastel shades. I too am wearing a kurta for the occasion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the perception of people over the centuries
Mhm.
has been that somebody who's pious, somebody who is pure, somebody who is transparent, ethical, and they're talking about spirituality, it comes with a set of things that we would like to first see and then accept. So sometimes setting the tone is also very, very important when you have to impart a certain thought process to people. But when people have to practice it and they're doing it for the self, it just has to be that I opened the door this morning and I hear the auto rickshaws, the taxi walas shouting at each other, the vegetable vendor fighting over or haggling over something that he has to buy. So that's the reality of life. But if you close the door and want to do some meditation for yourself, does not mean you hurriedly go to your closet and change clothes and do it. So all you need to do is close the door, sit in a quieter place than what you saw outside, and get into the mind frame of spirituality. So spirituality for the self has no semblance to what we wear. But spirituality, when you are trying to give it to another person, you're just setting the tone to tell them that free flowing clothes and helps enable a free flowing mind. That's the if you call it a perception, or that's the thought process of free flowing mind equals free flowing clothes. That's
Super.
what it is.
Okay. And now is what I will tell you, and I was waiting to introduce you now. Because by now, the my viewers must be thinking you are some spiritual guru, you are somebody who's completely into spirituality and making us just do meditations and all. So now I want Dr. Sudhir Anand to introduce himself, because I know that you are completely into spirituality and do so much and give so much to others and help all of us to kind of understand and touch upon with ourselves. But there is a huge bigger part of Dr. Anand who has a amazing, who's a business entrepreneur and all. So now is the time to tell us, like, spirituality is not just one box, and it cannot be just put in one box. Who is Dr. Sudhir Anand, and what's the other part of Dr. Sudhir Anand? Please tell us.
Oh, that's a wonderful question to ask. So I embarked on this journey of spirituality about 23 years or 24 years back. And that's been something in parallel to what I do, or in parallel to who I am as a person. So
Okay.
I essentially am a business management consultant.
Okay.
But every single time that I actually meet with a human being who wants to be empowered, who wants to go to the next milestone, who wants to take the next step of uncertainty, is where I actually use a lot of my spiritual practices to help them. First is to calm the mind. Okay.
Okay.
First is to tell people flow with the flow. The
Right.
next aspect is to tell people that there is always a calm after the storm. But unless we prepare ourselves for that, we will not be able to take the next step. Nonetheless, whether you talk about spirituality, you talk about business, you talk about the home front, or you just talk about going out and wondering whether the rain is wonderful, or oh God, it's raining again. Okay, for everything, you need to have a parallel universe. And that parallel universe is what I built with spirituality. And every single day, no matter what, I take things in my stride, because these are things meant to be. And when things are meant to be, you need to have something that you call yourself as your angel guardian, which is going with you.
Yeah.
And that to me is spirituality. My guardian to be. So, whether I'm a business entrepreneur having a business management consulting firm, or I'm an investment director for an IT company, okay, or I'm part of several business platforms, but my angel guardian spirituality is ensuring that I take that path on an everyday with the flow approach. So I am always in my stride, most often calm and composed, because I am a human being after all.
Right, very nice. And so beautifully you said it, that your angel guardian is spirituality, and such a beautiful thought for so many of us, whether we are working in corporate or we are into business. Of course we tend to lose it. We get so much from outside that we do need a hook, or we need that angel guardian, or anything, like whether it is religion or spirituality, whatever it is. So amazing. I think that helps us. What I take away, that spirituality, if practiced regularly, becomes the hook for you to kind of be grounded, so that any stress coming in this part of your life, you are able to absorb, right? So fantastic, yeah, fantastic. So I just want to just have a last message from you. What will you tell our audience, that is spirituality means sitting for 25 minutes of meditation every day, doing rituals and stuff like that? Is that only spirituality, or how can they be spiritual and start calming themselves in this confused and chaotic, stressful world, so called, what we all label to?
Okay, so wonderful question, Parul. So what I would say is that get angry,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
get confused,
Hmm.
okay, get disturbed, get restless,
Hmm.
okay, understand there's a pandemic and there's uncertainty,
Right.
okay, get to also experience all these things, because like I said, we are humans after all. But the why I say the word but is that my angel guardian spirituality says, unless I experience the unknown,
Hmm.
how am I going to set it right?
True.
So if I actually look at the world and say there are hills and valleys, so when I stand in the valley, I see a beautiful snow-capped mountain.
Hmm.
But I look up and go up to the mountain, I see a wonderful valley of daffodils.
Wow.
But the fact is that there are ups and downs, and how you actually tackle your ups and downs is left to you. And that's where the angel guardians come in. When you're down, you're angry, you're upset, you're confused, you're restless, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow,
Hmm.
is when you sit back and use spirituality as a measure. And people often think that spending hours together on spirituality is going to calm my mind.
Hmm.
But I've always seen
Hmm.
that 180 seconds, 3 minutes, is enough to tell our mind that there is always great things to come.
Hmm.
There are always things that will happen that will be very positive to you. So all you need to do basically is to sit back and imagine one thing that pleases you the most,
Hmm.
and whatever clothes you're wearing, wherever you are at,
Hmm.
just find a comfortable chair, put your lower back against it, and just think of one wonderful thing, how much ever impossible it might seem at that moment. And just imagine that one beautiful thing and stretch and talk and think your mind towards it for 180 seconds. And that's the entry to the wonderful world of spirituality. So that's the reality of spirituality, I would say. When you said spirituality versus reality, that's the reality of spirituality, that you're actually letting yourself experience the real world around you and coming back and saying, oh, what a wonderful world this is.
Wow, you made it so beautiful. I was getting into the meditative state right away while you were speaking about it, imagining and taking. So wonderful, wonderful, Dr. Anand. Thank you so much for coming on this show. And you really gave some very beautiful things. I think for me, takeaway is spirituality is the reality. Spirituality is all about not to show the world about what it is, but as you said, whatever you love wearing, whatever, it's all our perception. But basically, are we grounded, and are we able to absorb whatever stress the world is given? And with spirituality, it becomes like a hook, and the more you practice, the more it's going to make you able to live a powerful life of your choice, without getting hackled that it's raining so badly, what will I do, or getting so, as I think I am a big follower Louise Hay, and she always says that no person, place, situation, or thing should be able to change my internal peace, right? So thank you so much, Dr. Anand, and we will surely be coming back, viewers, with lots and lots of sessions with him and other people, because this is just the beginning. And with this channel, I want you to please understand that nothing is right and wrong. It is our life. We are the drivers of our life, and there can be different perspectives, and that is what I am getting through Parul M. Please like, subscribe, and share, because this is how you join me on my journey of spreading awareness about how to live a powerful life of your choice. So thank you, Dr. Anand, and look forward for many more sessions with you. Maybe a session on meditation one day we'll do through this channel, surely. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me over.
Thank you.